Hey everybody, it's Coco. How y'all doing? So I've decided that look, and I'm still working on me, y'all. I'm doing me, and guess who's driving and talking on this thing. So don't judge me. But oh my God, I just walked out my job, and it came to me. I need to do a caregiver chronicle. And if you know me, if you don't know me, for those who don't know, I am a caregiver. And I have been a caregiver all my life. Every job I've been in since I was, my first job, I worked at a daycare, so I took care of kids. Then I went into the stores, and I was a customer service rep, so I took care of customers. Then I went into the nursing homes, and I took care of the elderly. Then I got into the field where I am now, which is I take care of people with disabilities. I am a home manager for a group home in Louisiana, and I take care of 6 individuals, 4 males and 2 women. I won't be using any names. I won't be using any identifying characteristics about my people. But I work at 2 agencies. For one, I'm the home manager, and for the other, I am the actual caregiver. But Lord Jesus, oh my God, I have been in a life of servitude to people, okay? And I'm like unraveling. It's all starting to drive me crazy. I don't want to be. And I love my people. I do. I love my people. If I had money, I would hook them up with a nice house. I would pay several people to care for them the way they need and deserve to be cared for, to take them on vacations. I would do the ultimate for them. I love them. I love them. They are a great bunch of people. But they do have deficits, and they do have areas where they struggle. And I am a 45-year-old woman. I've been with the individuals I'm with now going on 18 years. And they're getting older. Hell, I'm getting older. I'm older, but they were older than me, and they are getting older, and it's starting to wear and tear on them, and it's so hard to watch them just lose things, lose things they used to have, memory, function of the bowels and the bladder, areas they used to know, how to write their name. Now it doesn't really look like their name, It's hard to watch them. But in the same breath, I'm going through myself. And it's hard to care for people when you don't feel people care for you. Now, my dilemma this today is, the family of the people you take care of. Man, I wish all of them had family. I wish all of them had somebody that loves them. There's no love like your mother's love. There's no love like your siblings' love. There's no love. Your friends can't love you. A caregiver can't love you like your mom and your daddy. A caregiver can't love you like your brother and your sister. A caregiver can't love you like a family member can. So I wish all my people had family. But in the same breath, family tears you down. Family will tear the caregiver down after you are there and you are doing all that is in your power. And now I can't speak for every caregiver. I can only speak for me. You understand what I'm saying? And me, I do a damn good job with the people. I don't see them as people with disabilities. I see them as people. So yeah, they may have disabilities, but hell, I got disabilities. I eat too much. I can't run a block. I can't lift my own body weight. You understand what I'm saying? That is a disability, I would think. So we all have disabilities. Let me see. I'm going blind. I can't see no more. That's one of the things that's going down with me. I need glasses. All of a sudden, where I used to could see, it was 2020. Now, I got to, I have to get some readers just to read, just to see a sign all the way down there. So we all have our own set of disabilities, some more profound than others, but they are disabilities nonetheless. Now, parents, I just need to make y'all aware of something. The same individual that you poop and plop all over what they're doing, how they're doing it, I understand advocating. I do. I get it. I understand advocating. But just to downright talk crazy and disrespect and feel like everybody is out to do your son. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to him before he got to me. I let them tell it. Everything was peachy keen. But with the way the state is going and everything, places have gotten shut down and people have been moved and disheveled. And to be frank, I never feel like she wanted him to move anyway. So we already started off on rocky ground because she was hurt because he had lived there all his life. So now he has to adjust to somewhere else. And that somewhere else is never going to be where he was. So, but to come in and just belittle and talk crazy to the people that you leave your child with. Now, just because I am who I am, I could never allow something a parent or a family member say to me, dictate how I'm going to treat somebody. That's just not me. You understand what I'm saying? Nothing another person does is going to dictate how I am. And that's something I had to grow into. I don't know about everybody, though. So, who's to say once you walk out the door and after you done talked about it, who's to say she even tend to your child after that? And no matter how much I would love to make sure that every single second of the day they are being cared for in an appropriate and right way, I'm not there. I have to trust the people that I work with, not because I just want to trust them to do the right thing, but because God, I can't be in there 24/7. I'm only one person. I rip and run all day to take care of people that's not my family. I neglect my own family to take care of them. The company I'm working for, where I'm a manager, I work 40 plus there every week, 40 to 60 hours every week. I don't even clock in on the weekends. That's just how much I'm in there. Because if I clock in and out, it's going to take 15 minutes just to clock in and clock out wherever I am. Whenever I do go in there, that's more time away from what I should be doing, which is taking care of me. See, I'm the only, I don't get care. I don't take care of myself. I don't have the time, the inkling, I got the inkling. But I don't have the time, I don't have the energy, I don't have the wherewithal to get it done. I'm so exhausted from taking care of everybody else. And then to be talked about she don't want me to have, the parent doesn't want me to have a second job. Hell, I don't want me to have a second job. But the economy and the way things are set up in Louisiana, I have to have a second job, okay? If I don't, then I won't be able to sustain myself. I won't be able to take care of my grandbaby, help my children to do what they need to do, take care of myself, help my mother to do what she has to do. So yes, I have to have 2 jobs. And for her to come through there and try to tear down my second job because she says I'm not doing a good job with her child, and I do so much. That's the thing. I'm always working. If anybody know me, they know I'm always working. Always. It's been a while now since I've did things for me. At least 2 years since I've did anything. Took a vacation. Took some time off just to chill. You know, if I do take a couple of days off at the first job, I can't take them off at the second job because the second job pays me on the hours I'm there. You know, so, and my first job wouldn't dare pay me on the hours I'm there. Wouldn't dare. Because, I mean, I'd probably be able to sustain myself if they did. So they getting over, you know. But my drizzle of knowledge, parents, family. If you have relinquished your loved one to the arms of a caregiver, work as a team. Don't spit on the very people that take care of your child or your sibling or your grandmother. Don't do that. It is a hard enough job. Nobody at my job knows that I don't have a house, a place to stay, a bed to sleep in. Nobody at my job knows that I'm pretty much broke. I work to pay bills. Nobody at my job knows my grandbaby's birthday is coming up and I don't have money to get her a gift. Nobody at that job knows, well, some people may know this, that my son is in jail with a bond so high that I couldn't even fathom getting him out, let alone I barely put money on his books. You know, nobody knows that when I leave this job to care for these people, that I go home and I try to help care for my mother who's out of work, sick, and I try to care for my grandmother, 90-something years old, who needs assistance. You know, work with the people. We have to come together as people to make things happen positively. Otherwise, we spinning our wheels. And we doing a disservice for the people that have to stay there with a caregiver. It brings resentment. It brings hostility to a situation that's already hostile. There's already resentment there. You know, we clean feces. We clean urine. You know, we're wiping saliva all day. People's bodily fluids. We're cooking for them. We're cleaning for them. We're trying to make sure that they have their needs met. And for you to come in as a parent or a sibling or just a family member, for you to come in and say, what you doing ain't good enough. It ain't good enough. You know what I'm saying? When in actuality, if you felt like that, wouldn't you do it yourself? Wouldn't you take your child or your family member and get their needs met? Wow. There has to be a better way. I get so tired of coming home every day, drained, just to go jump in the tub, power up, try to rest a little bit, power up. So wore out from the day that I have no energy to do anything but run to a fast food restaurant, throw something in my mouth, and hope for the best. And then I wonder, no, I don't really wonder. Then I'm struggling, trying to knock pounds off of a 400-pound frame. You know. It's gotta be a better way. There has to be. I have to figure out, you know, how to turn this whole thing around, because you have individuals that's here because they want to be helped. They want to help others. The way it's set up right now, in a house that should have 7 to 9 employees, has been working on 4 employees plus myself, so 5. 4 employees. Shift should have at least 3 people on them during waking hours. They're working with 2 and 1 person on the weekends. During the week, they're only working with 2 people, which means somewhere, something is being neglected. That is the big picture. That is the picture nobody wants to talk about. You know, it is so much being swept under the rug and swept around the carpet because the state doesn't want to pay people to do this job. There's no way I walked through the door making $9 in 2002 and I'm only making $11 because I work as a manager now. But I'd gladly give that position away if I was being compensated for the work that I'm doing. But $9, I can't barely make it on $11. So how in the world you think I'm going to be able to make it on $9? I can't pay rent by myself, and my bills, plus my truck note, plus my insurance, plus the phones, plus keep clothes on me, plus feed myself, you know, on that kind of income. If I didn't have the second job, then I would be even deeper in poverty than I am. I'm in poverty and I work 2 jobs. Are you listening? Do you hear me? What is going on in the world where you pay somebody pennies to take care of people? That's God's biggest job. Do you realize that is what we are supposed to be doing as people? We're supposed to be uplifting the next person, lifting people up, making them feel better, showing them love, giving them respect. But how can we? How can we when the next person is, which means an employer, when they paying you pennies, you know, they don't care how you living. But I bet you those people that's sitting in them offices at the top, I bet you they get to go on vacation. Do you know I'm on a 24-hour, 365? I put in 3 requests for vacation this year, and all of them have been denied. Because I can't go on vacation when I don't have anybody to cover shifts. We don't even get a reboot. We don't even get reboot time. They just want you to go, 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 go. Keep going, keep going, keep going. They just going to use you until you used up. Because if I drop dead today or tomorrow, they're going to have somebody else in that position doing my job. Or attempting to do my job. Only to get the same outcome. What I learned this year, last year, and this year about this job, that it kills people. Because when you stop doing this work, when you stop doing what you get up to do every day, which is take care of people, when you stop doing it, you die. You die. People that have been doing this job for 20-something years retire, and then 3 months later, they dead. Do you know how many people done did that in this little bit of time that I've been working here? Right on down from the president of the company that I'm working for. He was the first one. Then some other people that a nurse happened to her. She had been here 20-something, 30 years. Then it happened to another coworker of mine. I've talked about her. She worked for, as soon as she stopped caregiving, you get sick and you start dying. Excuse me. That ain't how I want to live my life. Somewhere down deep in all of this, there's a skinny Keisha. There's a skinny Coco. You see it? Coco is in there. And this is not how I plan on living all my life. There are other things that I want to do. Other places I want to see. But in the same breath, I still want these people to be okay. I stay because who's going to come behind me? The people I have working here only are here because they get, well, not all of them. I have one lady here for sure. I know she's here for the people. And the other ones, it's for the money. They make the little money we make. One of them, I can't say all of them are like that. I can't read people's hearts. I just read energy. You know, I feel energy. And that's how I feel. That's how it feels to me. But I do think, I can't say that all of them. I know that one. I know for sure that they're tired. You know, I see it all over them. But if they leave, who? What does that? And I really don't get no help from the top. Like my supervisors, they not gonna do it. They not gonna come in and work those shifts. They're not gonna come in and do anything but tell me what I need to do. And I have to figure out how to make it happen. And when I'm doing it, you know, my supervisor has told me a couple of times, like, you ain't supposed to be doing it. You're supposed to be getting somebody else. They already doing a lot. They already doing more than they can. They have in them. You know, I'm pushing people at this point. So, anyway, I done rambled on almost 30 minutes about this, but I have to decompress. Like, I'm have to decompress. So, I decided to do a Caregiver Chronicles of a Caregiver. Coco's Chronicles of a Caregiver. And I'm going to just bring little things to y'all, and y'all can just help me to understand, or help me to get it together, help me to figure it out. Because right now, you know, I'm already skating on thin ice because of HIPAA, you know. But as long as I don't use anybody's names, I think I'm gonna be all right. But Oh, when I tell you, I am just like outdone and over. I'm over. Stick a fork in me. I am done. And I don't know how. This is the type of stuff that make people. And I would never. Okay, just know, I ain't the one to, either kill myself or kill anybody else. That's just not my MO. But this type of pressure and stress is the type of stuff that make people do erratic things. Just do things that's really not something they would normally do. It's a lot of stress. It's a lot of pressure, a lot of stress, and a lot of pressure. So, family members of people that are in facilities and are dependent on others that you pay, and you don't pay a lot, okay? But they're dependent on other people that don't get me wrong. Say what you need to say. Advocate for your people. But do it with love. Do it with a sense of, teamwork, working together. Because we can do a lot together. We pointing the finger at each other ain't doing nothing but ruffling feathers. Nobody wants to ruffle nobody else's feathers. She don't know, that woman don't know what I'm going through. She don't know nothing. I mean, she don't care. And I'm going to tell you how I know she don't care, because she's told me, I don't care about nothing else going on but my child. Now, I don't blame her for that. But no matter how much I got going on in my own life, my heart is always open to care about what the next person is going through. Matter of fact, so much so that I'm trying to close areas of my heart. I had to tell my own sister's kids this morning that I could not bring them to school. I did that for 2 reasons. Because I could have, I could have. I might have just been like 20 minutes later for work, going in a little bit later. I usually get there around 7. But if I brought my sister's kids to school, I'd have ended up getting there about 7:20, 7:25. So, but my sister took it upon herself to, can you go bring my kids to school? Can you do this? Can you do that? Can you do this? Can you do that? 1 week. I think it was a couple of weeks ago, before spring break. Can you do this? She called me for everything 1 week. I mean, everything. Can you do this? I got you. I'm going to take care of your gas. I'm going to put a little gas in your car. But I just need you to do this. Please, please, please. Can you go pick up a check from my house? Can you go get the dog out the living room? Go pick up my son so he can go get the dog out the living room so the people can come out. Can you go pick up my son from school? Can you bring him to school? Can you do that? Oh, she ran me 1 week. She ran me. And she told me she was going to break me off, give me some little gas money or whatever, for my take. I took that word and I rode with it. But when the time came to give me some gas money, she disappeared. I ain't hear from her the whole spring break at all. I ain't hear nothing from her. Then she pops up, I guess, the week after spring break. Like, she popped up like the week after, and she coming to me with gas money. So she come in the house talking about, because the kids, they called me, I think a couple of times that week, but I never even answered the phone for them. So she comes through the door. I came over here to put some gas in your car. But to be completely honest, I had just filled my tank up. So I ain't need no gas in my car. And that's exactly what I told her. I don't need no gas in my car. Because I didn't. I just filled my tank up, $60 worth. So I ain't need no gas in my car. And she goes say, and that was the end of that. She ain't say nothing else. The next morning, her kids calling me. I mean, she came Saturday, Sunday passed. The Monday, she calls me and asks me. I mean, her daughter calls me and asks me to bring her to school. And I told her politely, no, ma'am, I'm sure not. And I'm not doing it. Because more than the wear and tear on my car, more than the gas money she was eating up, she was using my time. And her time is no more important than mine. I am learning self-worth. I am learning, and it's a shame that I have to do this at 45, but I am just recognizing that I have got to take care of me, because ain't nobody else gonna do it. Ain't nobody else gonna do it if I don't do it. You know, getting out that abusive relationship. You know, I've always been a yes girl. You know, people ask, I'm a people pleaser. You know, you can't please people. You cannot please people. I'm through with that. So, anyway, I digress. I just had to come on here and decompress. Let it all out. You understand? I do Coco's Chronicles, and this is just going to be a branch off to Coco's Chronicles, but I got to do Coco's Chronicles of a Caregiver, okay? Because I'm tired, and I'm trying to figure out my way out, you know, without leaving such a major hole in my people. You can't be around somebody for 17 years, 18 years, and think that they're not going to miss you. There's going to be times where they're wondering why you gone. You know, that pulls at my heartstrings, and I try very hard not to let that stuff, you know, get to me. But out of everybody, you know, God looks after fools and babies, and I always say the people that I choose to work with will fall under the category of fools, you know, because they are so dependent on people. You know, God will punish you to do stuff to them. God, you know, you don't come up in here doing stuff to these people and think you're going to be okay, because it's not going to be okay. God looks after these type of people, and you best to have your mind right, okay? Caregivers, I need y'all to listen up and get it together. You know, do I feel like there needs to be a new rapport with caregivers, the workplace, and how we work? Yes. But remember, in the meantime, in between time, treat your people right. Take care of them. Do the right thing. Whether you're recognized for it or not, who gonna really recognize you is gonna be God. So, be kind to one another, love one another, and be blessed. Coco's Chronicles. Y'all just take it in. Y'all just take it in and then just let it go. Because otherwise, it'll be all up in here. Like some mucus. I'm going to try and get with Dr. Sabi too. Because Dr. Sabi said we got to get rid of all this mucus, all this excess mucus. So, you know, I don't even have time to sit down and read and get my knowledge on. But I'm working on all of that. I'm going to start using my time a little different. My spare time. Like I'm sitting in this car now, you know, doing this chronicle. But this is the type of things I'm going to be doing. Things that's going to be pertinent to my future. Anyway, I love y'all. Be easy.